Well, hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video. In this one, I'm going to be discussing today's patch notes for the update here in Black Ops Cold War. So first guys, if you weren't already aware, a little bit earlier today at the time of making this video, we did end up receiving a brand new update here in Black Ops Cold War. And just about 5 minutes ago, at the time you're recording this one, the official patch notes were released for this update from Treyarch, and that's what I'm going to be discussing in today's video. So if you guys weren't already aware, today's update is going to be changing around a couple of new things, as well as adding in some new content. For example, the brand new snipers only mosh pit. In addition to that, today's update is also going to be setting up for the major update that we are going to be seeing in Black Ops Cold War on February 4th. So with that said, needless to say, we have quite a bit of stuff to talk about in today's video. So with all that said, if you guys go on to enjoy this one, make sure you leave a like on it down below, as well as subscribe and turn on post notifications so that way you guys will not miss any of the latest and greatest Call of Duty news, class clips, and all kinds of things like that. So without further ado, now that I got the intro out of the way, let's dive right into it. So if you guys were to head over to the Treyarch website and you were to read the patch notes for today's update, right at the top, the first couple paragraphs is actually about the brand new snipers only mosh pit, which is now live in Black Ops Cold War. So let's talk a little bit about it, with the Treyarch website stating, today's game updates delivers the new snipers only mosh pit to Black Ops Cold War. In this new multiplayer mode, 2 teams showdown in TDM as well as domination on 6v6 maps with only sniper rifles enabled. Lethal and tactical equipment are restricted, as well as score streak weapons such as the combat bow and war machine are also restricted, so it's all down to you and your rifle. Set up your best sniper loadouts and take your best shot this week. Snipers only mosh pit will be available for a limited time as we prepare for more incoming multiplayer modes and playlists, so get out there and show us what you got. In addition to that, our new dropkick 6v6 mode also continues in multiplayer this week, and our friends at Raven have been updating Warzone's featured playlist to include Resurgence duos and mini royale quads in Rebirth Island and blood money quads in Verdansk. So yeah guys, needless to say, the major point of today's update and one of the main pieces of content that we'll be adding to the game is of course the snipers only mosh pit. And interestingly enough, with today's patch notes, we got a little bit more information about the mosh pit, being that we weren't entirely sure if you were able to make your own class setups or not. If you guys didn't already know, in previous versions of the snipers only mosh pit, you only had set class setups to use. For example, in Modern Warfare's version of the snipers only mode, there were set class setups with set weapons that you could select from, and you couldn't make your own class setups. However, similar to Black Ops 4, here in Cold War, you can make your own class setups for the snipers only mosh pit, of course with some restrictions. As it states, you cannot use any tactical or lethal equipment, which is really interesting, as well as of course for your score streaks, you can't use any sort of weapon score streaks, for example the combat bow or the war machine, which is really interesting in my opinion. And with that said, now let's talk a little bit about the featured playlists that are going to be in the game. So of course in multiplayer, the playlists that are currently live is the snipers only mosh pit, which is brand new, dropkick, which is the new game mode that we got 2 weeks ago at the time you're recording this video, it's still in the game, as well as Nuketown 24/7, which of course has been a staple in Black Ops Cold War ever since the end of November. In addition to that, Raid as well as Crossroads Strike 24/7 is currently live, Gunfight is currently live, as well as Face Off 3v3 is live, in addition to Prop Hunt. So overall, there's really a playlist for everyone with today's update. So if you want to spice it up and you want to try something new, of course you can hop into the snipers only mosh pit, as well as if you enjoyed the brand new dropkick game mode, you can play that as well as of course you can play Prop Hunt, which is a very laid back and mellow game mode, which is a lot of fun nonetheless. However, for the more hardcore players that are maybe trying to grind out camos, or they just generally enjoy the fast-paced game modes, you can of course hop into Nuketown 24/7, that's still in the game, in addition to Raid as well as Crossroads 24/7, which is really cool in my opinion. Moving on down, let's talk a little bit about zombies, and actually speaking about the new zombies map, I will get to that a little bit later in this video, but today's update is going to be providing some general stability improvements for zombies, which is really cool, as well as an issue in the Crank Zombies game mode that caused the crank timer to remain visible after death is now fixed, which is really good, as well as Dead Ops Arcade 3. Treyarch states that they addressed an issue that could allow players to remain in first person inside dungeons, which is good. So that means generally speaking, zombies is going to be a little bit better as an experience, it's not going to be as glitchy. And yeah, now let's talk a little bit about Warzone. So of course the featured playlists are going to be live in Warzone, and as for Verdansk, you have BR quads, BR trios, BR duos, BR solos, as well as blood money quads. Now if you want to hop into Rebirth Island, the playlists that are live is Resurgence duos as well as mini royale quads. So yeah guys, that's pretty much going to be it for the patch notes for today's video. Now before I end it off, I want to talk about a couple of the new bundles as well as our little teaser for the next zombies map that we are going to be seeing in Black Ops Cold War Zombies. So first and foremost, the Zeyna Operator bundle has now been added into Black Ops Cold War. Of course, this bundle is going to be costing you 2400 COD points, and in the bundle you are going to be getting the Nitro skin for the character Zeyna, the Cleaver Legendary Blueprint for what I believe is the RPD light machine gun, as well as the Scalpel Legendary Blueprint for the MP5. In addition to that, you are going to be getting the Finishing Touch Blueprint for the combat knife, which actually turns it into a switchblade, as well as the Scoreboard Watch, the Big Stick finishing move, the Micro Bully Charm, as well as the Bone Crusher sticker. Also, interestingly enough, at the exact same time that the new update did end up going live in Black Ops Cold War, we got our first ever teaser for the Firebase Z brand new Zombies map. If you guys didn't already know, we are going to be getting the brand new Firebase Z Zombies map on February 4th, and today we got the official poster for it, which is on your screen right now. And in my opinion, this poster looks really good. It's probably one of the best pieces of artwork that we've seen in Black Ops Cold War ever since really the launch of the game. And the description reads, "The Dark Ether story continues in the jungles of Vietnam. Firebase Z arrives in Black Ops Cold War Zombies on February 4th." So yeah guys, today's update was in many cases a little refresher here in Black Ops Cold War. Of course, we haven't had a really major update in Cold War in a little while now, and today's patch is just going to be introducing a little bit of new content to really tide us over until the major update that we'll be releasing on February 4th, as well as generally today's update kind of acted as a preliminary update for Season 2, which will be releasing in just about 1 month from now at the time you're recording this video. So yeah guys, with that said, that's going to effectively wrap up today's video. I hope you went on to enjoy it, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like comment down below, as well as subscribe and turn on post notifications so that way you guys will not miss any of the latest and greatest Call of Duty news, class lives, and all kinds of things like that. So once again, that's going to effectively wrap up today's video. I'm your host, Deeper Jungle. I hope to see you in the next one.